All right, it's this week's edition of Ryan's World, where we explore the universe of innovation. And every week we come at you with an entrepreneur, and I forgot my co-host, Frankie Lagrateria, because if you're Wayne, you have to have a Garth.
Party on, Ryan.
Party on, Frankie. If you don't know who we are, Payne Capital Management, we work with entrepreneurs just like you. We help you with your investments. We help you with your tax. We help you with your estate plan. Just put a full plan together right here in New York City. You can check us out on the link above or below, depending on where you're watching this. But this is our next edition, and let's get right down to it.
Yes, so today we have with us Richard Levychin, who just practiced this and I already messed up, who is a partner at KBL LLC, and he is a very rare an accountant and an entrepreneur.
Yeah, it's like unheard of, Rich.
And at perfect time, because everyone is either in the middle of their taxes or delaying doing their taxes like some people. But yes, Rich, tell us about yourself. How did you get into this world of both accounting and entrepreneurship?
Well, my first job was working for a small firm. It was an 18-year-old sophomore in college. I worked there for 3 years. Because it was a small firm, I got to see everything. Mm-hmm. Not only just doing the work, but actually going out and having lunch with clients and going to networking events and going to the club. So in essence, a lot of
going to the club?
Well, yeah, there's a social club that we go, not that club.
Yeah. It's not like Jay-Z when he says go in the club.
There's a social club out there that one of the partners belonged to, so he would take me along. He'd come by the desk every so often and say, tomorrow I need for you to wear a tie. We're going to the social club. And so I got an opportunity to...
We believe you, Rich.
You do? I hope so. So I got an opportunity to develop some really strong soft skills. And after that, I went in the other direction. I actually ended up working for Deloitte Touche as a manager, working on very large-scale engagements. And over time, I decided to start my own practice. And what we kind of focus right now, I run a practice group called the Emerging Business Group. Mm-hmm. Where the Emerging Business Group is primarily focused on companies that are going through fast growth.
Yeah.
And when you hang out with entrepreneurs that have that ADD and a fast growth type mentality,
I can't relate to that at all.
What's that like, Ryan?
You end up you get infected with the virus.
Yeah.
So in essence, how we run what differentiates us from other accounting firms is that the practice group I run is focused on fast growth companies. Mm-hmm. They want to know the newest, coolest, grooviest things that's out there to make their companies run better, more efficiently. And so we're constantly advising them in that process. But in order to advise them, we need to know what the newest, coolest, grooviest things that are out there.
Yeah, and that's it's a good point, because I think as business owners, and me being a business owner, is we definitely have special needs when it comes to taxes. And rumor has it, to your point, Frankie, it is tax time. I just sent my stuff into my accountant. Hopefully you received it. What are 3 tips you could give? I mean, again, since you're on the front lines and a master networker, by the way, you can go to any event in the city. Rich is probably there, or he's probably sponsoring the event. I've never seen anyone who networks better than you do, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
But what are 3 things that every business owner right now needs to be thinking about with their taxes that they need to be doing?
Well, the first order of business is that there's a rule called garbage in, garbage out.
Garbage in, garbage out. Okay.
So which is my way of saying
we want to know.
Gotta have your books together. You have to have a proper accounting system in place, proper bookkeeping strategies in place.
Right.
You don't necessarily have to have a full-time bookkeeper, but what we have with a lot of our clients is that they go with an outsourced solution. Mm-hmm. So that could be anywhere from somebody who comes in that works for a bookkeeping service that makes sure the books are maintained on a proper basis. Right. Or they could go for more robust type platforms. There are companies out there, a company like name of Growth Force, which provides a bookkeeper all the way up to controller level function.
And the whole 9 yards.
The whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And their end product is they do a formal close at the end of the month, financial statements, they go through the financial statements with the owners, KPIs, the whole 9 yards. First order of business, make sure the books are straight.
Make sure the books are straight. Yeah.
Second thing is that you need to have a great account. Third thing is that...
I wonder who we can find. Go ahead.
Third thing is you need to have proper tax planning strategies. You don't do tax planning 2 months before you're filing. You do it the year before.
12 months ahead of time. Mm-hmm. Tax preparing versus a tax planner.
Exactly. So there's a difference between tax people. There's tax preparers and tax professionals. Tax preparers take the numbers they put on a tax return. Tax professionals, they want to control what goes on a tax return. And there's various tax mitigation strategies that we use. One of the things that we work on with Payne Capital Management is using retirement plans to create deferred compensation that would create big, nice deduction on your tax return that you don't have to pay taxes. You personally don't have to pay taxes for, but the company ends up getting reduced taxes.
Yeah.
And you're able to have that compensation put away in a retirement plan that you can draw on down the road when you retire, which will happen one of these days.
Yeah, absolutely. We're a big fan of deferring money now, putting it away, and diversifying out of your business, right? Money you put in your retirement plan is not money reinvested back in your business, because that's one of our biggest problems as entrepreneurs and business owners, is most of our net worth is tied up in our business. So a good way to diversify.
Yeah, this is just a great way of taking some money off the table, putting it into a plan, and down the road, you probably end up having a nice nest egg picked up.
Yeah, absolutely. So number 2, have a tax preparer. No,
tax
planner,
professional.
Tax professional, not just a preparer. Don't just TurboTax it.
And number three is just strategies around reducing taxes. The number one that we talked about was a retirement plan.
Less taxes is good, especially if it's legal, and Rich will keep you in the straight and narrow.
Keep you guys legal. Let's keep it legal.
Keep it legal, keep it regal.
There you go.
Very nice. Okay, so the 3 main things, just to recap for everyone. Garbage in, garbage out. You want to make sure your books are in line. Number 2, you want a good accountant. Make sure you're getting the planning, not just preparing. And then finally 3, strategize. Yeah. Very simple, but can go a long way.
Yeah, you make sure you do the strategy before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, before the end of the year, not like me.
and just
wait till April 1st.
That's right, Frankie. Come on, you're a financial advisor.
I'm just kidding.
It's like the lawyer without a will. And just, one, maybe, we always like to ask, one piece of advice. You've obviously been on the entrepreneurial journey for a long time, and I find, just from hanging out with you, Rich, master networker is one thing that you've seen to do just to be out and about. But what's one, maybe piece of advice or thing you've learned along the entrepreneurial journey that you could share with our viewers today?
I feel you need to build a company to grow. So too often when you start a company, you're just trying to survive. And what you do is you put in place practices and policies and procedures and systems that aren't scalable. So when the company all of a sudden grows, you're not able to handle the growth because you haven't scaled, because you were in survival mode. When you're in that process of first putting together the company, think about where you're going to be 5 years from now, and create your systems and your policies and procedures to be for a company that's going to scale to that large size. Don't just build for the present. Build for the future. Build
the right infrastructure. That's I have to say in my own journey. That's so key. Key. Well, this has been great, Frank. Anything you want to mention that you gleaned from our show today?
What I'm gleaning? Actually,
gleaning.
What I took away from this was the importance of, and I'm going to use your phrase, keeping it groovy. Always trying to find something that's making you different, making you not just another accountant, but a groovy accountant, going to the club. But yes, I think that's very important. I think, what differentiates someone is really what makes them,
Yeah, and then also you need to network, because the answer to your problem, the next opportunity, the next piece of business is out there. It's not in your office.
Yeah, and Rich, no one's out more than Rich. And I have to say, as our strategic partner, Rich Levychin, check out up on the link above or below. He's a great accountant for businesses. We work with him in a concerted effort. Again, paying capital management, working with entrepreneurs like you. It's been a great addition. We learned a lot. And Rich, as always, man, it's a pleasure to see and pleasure to work with you. Thanks for coming on the show.
Okay, great. Thanks for having me, guys.
We'll
all right, take care.
See Rich at the club.
We'll see Rich at the club. At the club, quote unquote.
At the club.
Take care.
Bye now.